customer science, a concept merging behavioral science and customer service. Jesse delivers research-based training that helps organizations effectively train, maintain, and sustain maximized customer service performance to dramatically improve business results and cultivate loyal client relationships. Please welcome Jesse B. Good.
During my freshman year of college, I managed a video store. Some of you might remember the video store. It's like Redbox, but bigger, and there's people inside. My first night closing as a manager, I was working with a girl named Megan. It was a Tuesday night, so we would be closing at 10 p.m. I was over in the aisle putting away a stack of movies. Megan was near the back of the store collecting a stack of movies from the drive-by drop box. At exactly 9:59, 47 seconds, we saw headlights in the parking lot. Without hesitation, Megan dropped her stack of movies, ran to the front of the store, jumped over the counter. Okay, she didn't really jump over the counter. It was more like a Dukes of Hazzard hood slide, but you get the point. She ran over and she locked the door before this man could come inside. When he reached the door and pulled on it and it didn't budge, he looked at her in confusion. This was her reply. Disappointed, the man turned around and walked back to his car. Then Megan turned to me and said, "That was close. That guy almost came in here." Megan didn't have a long career with our company after that. The owner of the video store would often lament to me about why people can't figure out customer service. He would say, "It's not rocket science." After years of research, I've learned that he's right. Customer service is not rocket science. It's harder. Seriously, we understand rockets. We've sent people to the moon. But when it comes to everything we know about customer service, we still struggle. A recent study conducted by Forrester Research found that 80% of businesses believe they offer superior customer service. 8% of their clients agreed. 8%. Maybe part of the problem is that we're trying to use the wrong kind of science. We know it's not rocket science. Behavioral science helps us understand why people do what they do. If we take that and merge that with what we know about customer service, we can create a customer science that can help to influence the desired behaviors in customer care. We know from behavioral science that there are 8 components that influence your behavior. Most often, these components are working against you. However, research indicates that if you can realign and engage 5 of these components to work for you, you become 4 times more likely to succeed. If you engage all 8 components, you become 10 times more likely to change behaviors. Because of the time we have today, I'll just be talking about one of these components, and that's the first component of customer science, which I call drive. It's important for service providers to know that the drive, or the reason for giving great customer service, is about building relationships. It's all about relationships. You have to build relationships with your customers. At the start of my 10th grade year of high school, I began dating a girl named Julie. How you doing? I was a sophomore that year. Remember that. I was a sophomore. Julie was a senior. We dated for a couple of months, and as high school dating goes, we broke up. We mutually agreed that we were breaking up. We agreed on that. Fast forward to the end of the school year, when yearbooks came out, and I was flipping through mine, and a feature caught my attention. It was about the graduating seniors, and it asked questions like, what's the most important thing you learned this year? And who was your favorite teacher this year? At the bottom of the page was Julie's picture, and next to it the question, what is the biggest regret of your life? Not of this year, of your life. Julie responded with 3 words: dating a sophomore.
Oh.
Okay, I don't care. Seriously, that was like 20 years ago. I'm not bitter. So, customer relationships work the same way. If a relationship ends with a customer and it's a messy breakup, they will regret having ever dated you. I mean, doing business with you. It's a metaphor. There's a restaurant that I used to purchase from often. I won't tell you their name, but I will tell you that they sell hot and ready pizza. My wife and I have 7 children. So once in a while, I would stop by, pick up a few dozen pizzas. My wife doesn't have to cook for 9 people, and I just save the day. But I noticed after a while, they kind of started to slip. And more often, I was waiting for my hot and ready pizzas. Then about 2 years ago, I went in, I ordered 2 pizzas and a cheesy bread. The pizzas were ready, the cheesy bread was not, so I waited. Minutes. 10 minutes. 14 minutes passed before I received my cheesy bread. Now, I didn't need to wait that whole time. I could have asked for a refund or maybe exchanged it for something else. But then I wouldn't have this great story to tell. After that, I decided we were through. I deserved someone better. So I said, hey, it's not you, it's me, and we broke up. That was a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. I haven't been back since. A couple of weeks ago, my wife and I were driving with our van full of children, and one of my kids pointed out this restaurant. My wife uttered a single word: disgusting. Isn't that interesting? She used to love it when I brought home pizza from there. But now, because we've been through a messy breakup, she doesn't even like to hear the name. It's about customer relationships. If you offer poor, mediocre, or even average customer service, your customers will probably break up with you. And then they'll talk bad about you behind your back. But if you can offer superior customer service experiences and continually impress your customers, they will stay with you in a steady business relationship. And they'll tell all of their friends about how fantastic you are. Personal recommendations, that's the best PR that you can receive. Understanding that, helping your employees understand that the drive for customer service is about building relationships is one tactic that you can use to engage the component of drive on your side. After all, it's not rocket science, it's customer